never seen a power forward like this. This is not your average spot up, lockdown rebounder. This is the ISO back end. On the twos court, this build can post up and bully smaller guards or cook them up in isolation, create space, knock down open shots, or just get to the rim. And can still hold his own on defense, whether he's chasing an L2 guard or even switching onto the big and out rebounding him. On the threes court, he's able to hold down the glass with pure inside 6'9s. He can switch like a lock or just hedge if you need him to with the speed. And of course, offensively, this build can create for the team like no other big can. In the rec, I don't drop fake stats. This build cleans the glass if the center needs help, spots up from the hash if you need him to. He can act as a secondary ball handler and runs the floor with 99 speed and takeover for easy transition points. This build isn't just versatile, it's a whole different breed. Today's video, I'm going to show you how this build can dominate on the twos court, the threes court, and on the fives. On the twos, I'll show you a couple L2 cheese lineups as well as 2 ISO lock lineup that we go against. I'll show you how I can run back end against a comp meta threes lineup, and then we'll go crazy in the random rec with a 40-point, 10 rebound game. And real quick, before we jump into the gameplay, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's crazy I'm even saying this, but we're on the road to 10,000 subs. Strap in, you're about to see a power forward that flips the script on what you think this position's capable of. Now, jumping straight into some twos gameplay, I'm actually running the 1 with this build. I'm running the point on the twos with this build. This is how I like to run my anti-venom lineup with a 92 defensive rebound plus on the 1, and then it's like a 94 plus on the 2 to make sure when you go against these L2 lineups, everybody can grab rebounds and everybody can switch. So I'm on a 6'6", my boy Ash is on a 6'7", and he's on a pure back end, just a pure spot up, like no finishing, no dribbling, just straight defense and shooting, right? And so you'll see, we're going against a guard named Krabby Zen, and then big with like a barcode name. So this is kind of what you run into when you go against these L2 lineups. But this build is cracked. He can literally do everything. Been using him like all season, really last season because the season just started. But this has been like my favorite build to go to for rec and for threes when my team needs a big where I can still be effective like a back end needs to be defensively. I can still set screens like you'd want your big to be able to set screens. Of course, I can catch and shoot, but I can actually generate offense off the dribble with this build and attack the weaker defender. So you see here, we can really beat up on this smaller guard with our strength alone. But, these L2ers, they want to sit low. So we take our time with the switches and all that and kind of pick our poison as far as how we want to take our shot. Here, the big decides he wants to help a little bit. And again, it's easy rim runs. There, the guard runs off. I use the Dylan Brooks hop jumper cancel to the walk back into the corner for 3. Ash ends up missing a game winner there, but it's all good. I get the steal. Go up 20-11 real quick with the standing dunk. We're back on offense. Again, game point. And obviously they're going to make a shoot here. So guard's going to put his hands up. I go to the hezzy real quick. Let the center bite. Take an extra dribble into the lane and make sure there's no pass deflection. Ash steps into the mid-range and knocks down the sure bucket. And that's an easy dub, 11 points each. I get 4 assists. And beating L2ers has never been easier. Of course, right as I say that, we got another L2 lineup. These guys actually using screens a little bit conventionally mixed in with the L2. I don't think Ash or I expected that, so we didn't switch there like we normally would. But right back on defense, we're down 4-0, but we're able to cover that pretty nicely. I'm able to get the rebound with Ash boxing out. I seal the center on that. Ash obviously knocks down the jumper, but we knocked down back-to-back threes here. But I had him sealed in case he would have missed. Again, you see them playing that kind of weird, funky little zone where the guard's chasing whoever he feels like he doesn't want shooting while the center sits paint. Here, obviously they get the ball back because, we do end up missing a shot. I think Ash ended up missing a corner shot or something. But I get stuck on the L2 big. He, gets the ball down low. I'm able to glass it, but we get a little miscommunication here. I thought Ash was going to pick up. He got walled off and screened, and, the guard knocks down a little midi. But again, looks like a bad shot, but I'm completely sealed. Somehow I'm able to still worm my way or, swim move my way to a rebound there. And that's, against a 99 offensive rebound 7-footer. So, I don't know how to explain that, but I'm 6'6". Like I'm tossing them here off the miss. I am in horse takeover, but it doesn't give me extra strength. And it really just helps me see the future. So these animations, I'm not sure if that's related to horse, with the little backdoor cut, real nice gold rise up trigger in there. But I'm just getting so many rebounds. You see, it's cooking up here with the basic escape spam to the snatch to the three ball in his mouth. 14 points out of the 20. Obviously, game point here. I kick it out to Ash. He shoots with confidence once I get low. And, we're able to seal off, get another rebound, kick it back out, and Ash knocks it down, no problem. Again, I'm out rebounding 7-footers with a 6'6" power forward I can ISO on and still play really good defense, still get lane steals, and have maxed out speed and agility. So, yeah, explain that. Now, next we got two ISO locks. One's a 6'2", one's a 6'7", both with 92 perimeter defense. The 6'2" averages over 12 points a game. He's got the high speed with ball, the 92, the 95 ball handle, and a 99 three-pointer. So I know he's going to be, the center point of the offense. I'm able to guard him really well there. He tries to hit me with a little, hezzy to the Trae Young behind the back. And I'm just fast enough and really long enough against the 6'2" to where I'm able to cover enough ground. And as soon as we get the ball back, he's sitting low like an L2er. But anyway, I'm low by him, easy Shea Gildress-Alexander cross. I'm kind of playing with different SIGs here with the Shea Gildress. I actually like the Devin Booker better still. But anyway, he goes back to that hezzy to the Trae Young, and I'm just covering it really well. I'm not sure why he's sticking with it, but, he's got that 99 3, he's got that 95 ball handle, that 92 speed with ball. So I'm sure he's used to being able to get that shot off against people because he averages 12 points a game, but he can't get a bucket on me and he cannot guard me. So and we're making light work of these dudes. It's already 18-7. I'm in takeover. I'm actually running Make It Rain here. Usually I'm in horse. I forgot to switch it. I had been running rec, and I love running Make It Rain and rec because I'm running around with a 99 speed. Anyway, we hit the 6'2" with a quick snatchback. We drop 18 points on 80% shooting, and that's the ball game. Now, moving to the threes court, I was able and fortunate enough to link up with my boy Twan Smay. He's another YouTuber, one of the very first YouTubers to really coordinate with me, message me, or ever want to play with me. So shout out to him. He's running point guard here. Ash is on lock. I'm on my back end. We're in the event from a couple of weeks ago, and this is the first time we've ever played together. So maybe a little bit of nerves here or whatever, but this is our very first game together. We're going against a purely comp lineup. 6'2" guard, 6'4", 99 lock, 6'9" pure inside, and fortunately we're able to get a miss right off the rip. I do get out rebounded there, but he is 6'9", and I'm 6'6", and offensive rebounds aren't my best, my strong suit. But anyway, it's 0-0. We got the ball. Twan hits me on the wing. I don't want to pull anything too quick for no reason. Plenty of time on the shot clock. I try to see if we can penetrate and get some, get some gravity towards the inside, but they're playing real disciplined, so we couldn't get an open shot off a kick out. But anyway, back on defense. And Ash is playing stellar defense on this new 6'6" he just made, and able to get really get up in the guard. But 6'9" sets a great screen. We jump. We're not able to get contest. We go down 3-0. I inbound to Twan. Again, check out his channel if you don't know who Twan Smay is. His intros, his whole vibe is. I'm a really big fan of his. But anyway, Twan's, a little bit gun shy right now. Again, we've never played together before, but he's got a burner on him, and so I know he just needs to kind of get settled in. We got 4 seconds on the clock. I tried to crab back to the 3-point line, but I end up getting trapped for a deep 2. But at least we get on the board, and we're down 2-3. But I'm gonna press ball. I know I'm faster than any 6'9" that's going to be on the court. But Ash is really giving the guard hell here. The guard's really good at not getting frustrated and continuing to dribble and just resetting on his big. Ash with an understandable jump there. Fortunately, the guard's not able to capitalize, but I try to throw a break and, it gets laned. So anyway, we're back right on defense. I try going for a steal. Instead, he pulls up in my face and knocks it down. So it's 6-2. It's an early 2-possession ball game. I know we need a 3. Twan knows we need a 3. Ash knows we need a 3, but obviously we need to score, as well. So we can't do anything silly. Twan hits me again. I get a strong handle animation I'm not going for, and I got my Gatorade popping up. Not looking good. Ash is kind of rotating a little funny. I'm able to split the defense, hit the corner. Ash knocks down the three, and it puts us back 6-5. Again, I knew we needed a three in that situation. So did Ash. So even though it got a little congested for a minute, we're both on the same page about what we really need in that situation. We can't give them the ball back down 2 possessions because then they can just start taking twos, and it's a wrap. So anyway, guard really getting to that Steve Francis really well and able to peak and pull that three. We're down 9-5. Twan knows at this point, he's like,
Let me stop being the hoe.
and right then and there, I knew we'd be in good shape. He's going to start shooting the ball. So fortunately, we don't get Lane right there off the inbound. He throws it to me to get the quick reset. I hit the walk back to see if I could find a 3-point shot and drive. No one really commits to stopping the drive. So we reset back up top. I get by the 6-9 again, hitting him with another set of combo moves to the Kevin Durant, to the Shea Gildress. Point guard gets caught sleeping. Twan knocks down a three. Now, back on defense, this is kind of a going back and forth situation. We keep hitting threes, kind of in a tight spot here. Guard long runs it to the corner. Fortunately, he misses that fade. I'm able to clean the glass. The guard pinches on me and leaves Ash wide open for a quick rim run and transition, so we take the lead 10-9. Getting back on defense here, unfortunately, Ash and Twan end up getting tangled up a bit. I'm still able to get a contest on the guard, but the center's by himself, grabs the rebound, kicks it out to the guard, and he's able to hit a fade three contested from the corner, which, that sucks. Anyway, we're back 12-10. The 6-9 presses up. He's too slow to keep up with me. Twan takes advantage of it by hitting me down the seam, and 2K almost sells me with a layup. I thought I was going to get an easy driving dunk there, but fortunately, I got my meter on. I was able to time it. Again, I'm left to defend the guard. I'm able to get a tight contest this time. We're able to actually secure the rebound, but unfortunately, Twan smacks it off of a defender's face. We got to reset in the half court, and at this point, it's just trying to get a bucket to give us a lead back. I almost get the ball plucked out from there. Twan cutting through as that happens. I come back out to set a screen with the expiring shot clock. They decide to cover the slip because Twan ain't been pulling it, but Twan can shoot. And so anyway, he finally gets settled in, quick stops, knocks down a 3-pointer off the dribble, and we're up 15-12. So 6-9, obviously setting that screen up top. Guard is doing a great job finding a spot to shoot from. He gets open somehow, but still misses. I'm able to clean the glass. Twan takes it down court and snatches back to hit another three for us. So it's 18-12. We've got a 6-point, 2-possession, maybe 3-possession lead. Of course, guard is running long to that corner again, pulls up, knocks another one in Ash's face. Ash has 98 perimeter defense. He's 6'6". So, I mean, the guard's knocking down shots. He's got that 99 3 ball on him, and, it is what it is. So they're in obviously dangerous territory. The 6'9's backing up on me. You see me drive by him a few times. I could have went to the snatch there, but I really wasn't trying to shot hunt. I was really just hoping to get the defense pinching so we can get a kick out and try to get an open three to seal the deal. But anyway, Twan hits Ash. I try to cut across up top to give Twan some space off the catch. The 6'9 follows me, and Twan's able to get an easy rim run to put us up 20-15. And full court pressing here. That guard is quick, though. He's able to get Ash jumping. I come out and jump too. I'm able to get a contest. Of course, the center gets the board. I try to get a lane, which was a really bad choice on my end. We didn't need a steal there. We just needed to stop. So we put ourselves back in a kind of a tight position. We are up 20-18. We just need a bucket. Ash backdoors. Twan's a really good passer, super high IQ and not selfish at all. Sees Ash on the cut, gets us the game-winning dunk, and we take the game 22-18. Shout out again to Twan Smay. Now, let's take it to the rec center. The random rec center, that is. Playing power forward. I'm pretty much going to be faster than any power forward I line up against, unless, a 6'4" small forward gets rolled to the power forward spot. I end up getting a footer on me. Now, the footer is purple plated. I mean, he's the only purple plate they got on their team, but he's 7 foot. So he's in for a world of hurt having to guard me here unless they get a switch or something like that. But you see us sitting low early in the game, able to get a tight contest, grab the rebound, come down, push the break, and get our team an easy bucket in kind of like a halfway transition situation. Now, early still 6 to 7, the 7-footer trying to press up. You know that 7-footer is not keeping up with me on the fives. I'm able to run down to the corner, get an easy 3-pointer for the team. Now, they try to get an easy bucket, throwing the ball down court. I'm able to crash down on the center, get a block, knock it off of him, our ball. Right off of that, they get a reach-in foul full court. The 7-footer tries pressing me again at the half court line. I'm able to run right past him and get an easy standing dunk straight off the inbound. Before I can even reach half court, we get a steal. They throw a full court pass. I'm down dead zone, but I'm covered. I kick it out to the corner. We knock down a 3. We're up 16-7. Right after the timeout, my man decides to quit, and I got to deal with an AI for the rest of the game. Anyway, spotting up in the corner because I know the AI might help. The guard kicks it out to the center off the drive. Of course, they rotate poorly. AI helps on the point guard. I get open, wide open for 3, knock it down. And then another possession down here, the AI gets caught up in the paint. I'm able to sneak by him for an offensive rebound and create second chance points for us. Okay, now check this out. Consider the speed here. So I'm pressing ball on the inbounder. Obviously, it's the AI. They don't make as many mistakes, but sometimes you can get a deflection. Anyway, he inbounds it. I'm able to run to the guard by the time he hits half court, go to the open center in the corner, jump contest. The center rolls over to him. I'm able to get back to the AI, get bodied up on him, throw the break, and then run past the guard I just passed it to get an easy dunk in transition. Back on offense, obviously, guard cutting in, taking a tough layup. I'm able to grab the offensive rebound, kick it out to the center, and as they move the ball around, get open, just dexing on the 3-point line and knocking down the open 3. If you notice, we only have 4 people playing. It's because we had a guy throwing a fit that he wasn't getting the ball by like the second or third possession of the game. So he's literally just sitting half court, like not cherry picking for offense, not playing defense, literally just trying to sell us. And, anyway, so we're playing 4-on-5 most of the game. Anyway, you see us here kicking out in transition. We missed the 3, but I'm able to grab the offensive rebound, and we go up 38-20. Here, back on defense, obviously center clears the glass. I'm running down court to get us an easy transition bucket, and that's a nasty standing dunk. Sometimes those standing dunks hit harder to me than even the driving dunks do. Something about the standing dunks are nice. Anyway, I'm trying to run back down to stop the center from pulling the 3. I end up jumping up on him and causing a jump ball. So can't be the most versatile power forward in the game if you can't win a jump ball, right? So obviously we win the jump ball. This is the most versatile power forward in the game in case you weren't sure of it. And we get an easy transition bucket off of it. Of course, we got an open man basically every time we're down on defense. I'm trying to do my best to create offense for us quickly. If I see that the center's definitely got the rebound, I'm getting down in transition. We're able to get a 3-pointer off of it that time. Again, center, getting the glass, throwing it down court to me, and we got 22 points in the first half. We miss a wide open 3 in transition here, but again, I'm on the offensive glass. I don't know where the rest of those guys are. It's a lot of AIs out here at this point, so this shouldn't be by ourselves. But second half begins. I'm spotting up in the corner. The AI ends up, helping on defense, and I get an open 3. And then right there, like I said, you can get those deflections on AIs. I'm able to get the steal, kick it out. We miss. I get the offensive rebound, kick it back out to the center, and we get an easy bucket there. And again, it's just a flood at this point. It's 64-31. Center again, defensive rebound. I'm too fast. Get another 3 in transition, and we got 30. Here again, I could be trying to compete with the center for rebounds, but why do that? I already know he's got the board. I'm able to get from the paint on one side of the court to the paint on the other side of the court by the time he's able to bring the ball down and get an easy bucket for the squad. Here we get an easy steal on the AI. Drive past them, bully him into the paint, and take an easy layup. Again, point guard finding me on a backdoor cut from like 3/4 court off the inbound, and we get another bucket. It's looking bad for them. Obviously, a little less than 2 minutes left in the game. It's kind of like, let's just get over with. But the player who hadn't been playing the whole game starts trying to play, and the second he gets the ball, you know how the random rec is. Everybody's calling timeouts on him, and then he's calling timeouts on us. Anyway, I got the AI guarding me, hit him with a strong handle, standing dunk. We got 38 points, 10 boards, and 4 assists. Center's trying to cook up. I'm trying to get out of his way, but I ended up running into him, so I just set a screen, which I'm sure he didn't appreciate, but he throws it to me, and I knock down the 3. We go up, 86-57. Um, I throw the ball back up to the center next possession, so everything's good there. We got 41, and we're in heat check. Get the walk back with the Dylan Brooks. Of course, the AI's on that. I drive past the no and get to the rim for an easy stand and dunk. And we finished the game with 43 points, 10 boards, 5 assists. We had 3 steals, and 7 of our 10 rebounds were offensive rebounds. So I'm not trying to stat pad. I'm not here, trying to grab rebounds to make it look like I get more rebounds and piss the center off. Like, he's got his job, I got my job. If he's doing his thing on the glass, I got, again, 99 speed and takeover on this build. I'm taking off down the court and contributing to the team where the team needs it the most. And in this game, it was more in transition, but we missed a lot of shots. So I was already down there. I'm filling up the lane in the middle most of the time because I can rebound. So anyway, we were able to play both ends of the court and completely clean the glass up. If you enjoy the content, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be dropping this build soon. I was going to give it a like goal, but I don't really care. I'm going to drop the video anyway, and I'll catch y'all on the next upload. God bless you all. Get to know Jesus if you don't know him already. Christianity is not a religion. It's a relationship with a real living person who loves you. Until the next time, peace.